Alright. Hey guys! Welcome to my giveaway stream. So first, let's give away the Facebook pattern. So I'm going to pop into there and I'm going to go start the Facebook Live. Starting live video. Hey everyone! I am live streaming on my Twitch channel and it is 1:01. I'm a little bit late. I apologize. But it is time to give away that quilt pattern. So, as you guys know, on Monday, we had our pattern release. Yay! I tried to release patterns about every 2 months. And the pattern that was released this week is the God of Mischief. So he's based on Loki, not just the Marvel Loki, but also the Norse Loki, some mythical stuff. So we tried to change him and adapt him in order to make sure that he was an overall good Loki. So he's the God of Mischief, and we're going to give that pattern away today. Now, right after, and I'll remind you this after I give away the pattern, right after I finish giving away the pattern, we are going to do a Twitch giveaway stream, meaning if you are in my Twitch channel and you say something in chat between now and 2 o'clock, then, in fact, let's pop into my chat, just double check to see if anyone's chatting in there yet. Not yet, but I'm sure, because between now and 2 o'clock, so within the next 58 minutes, you can win a pattern of your choice. So if you don't win this Loki pattern, and you see this before 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, pop on a Twitch. You must be a follower. So follow me on Twitch, say anything you want in chat, and you could possibly win that Loki pattern. Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, so, I'm sorry, possibly win any pattern of your choice. But for today, we're giving away the Loki pattern. So I believe I have waited long enough, so I'm going to flip the camera around and let's see who it's going to pick. Now, I'm going to update this again because I, had to make sure that I did that. So let's see if anyone has commented in the past 30 seconds. No. So we have 12 possible entries. Now, this is the lowest we have had for any contest I've done on Facebook. I think it's because I did a regular post and not a video post. Maybe people didn't see it as much. So I'm going to start doing those video posts again. But anyways, all right, let's go over and let's pick our winner. And our winner is Peggy Warner. Oh, I know Peggy. I've never met her in person, but I am so excited that Peggy won the pattern. Yay! Because I know she's gotten a couple of, at least one of my patterns before. So congratulations, Peggy. I will, as soon as my Twitch stream is done. Oh, hi, Jessica. As soon as my Twitch stream is done, I will I'll message you, either on Facebook or email, and then you can let me know how you want me to send you the pattern. Yay. Yeah, so that's it for now. So again, if you want to win a pattern of your choice, make sure you pop onto my Twitch channel, because I'm going to be some Twitch streaming, I'm going to be doing some quilting, and if you say something in chat between now and 2 o'clock, so 56 more minutes, then you have your chance to win. So I'll do that drawing it too. So thanks, guys, and I will see you later. All right, so there's the Facebook Live. Fantastic. All right, so let's post that baby. Keep, and let's close that, and let me go back to Twitch. Where is my Twitch? Did I close my Twitch? Oh no, I moved my Twitch over there. Hey, the Awesome Fish Sticks is our first contestant. So, yay. Yeah, so as I was just saying with the Facebook Live, it doesn't make a difference what you say in chat. And that's Jordan, by the way. That's why she's giggling, because she's joining me for today's stream. So if Jordan wins, it's not going to count. We're going to default that, and we're going to have someone else win. So let me bring it to me. Let me show people. You're saying you want me to make that? You want to make this, or do you want me to make it for you?
If I win, only if I win.
If you win, you want this to make.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a pattern that I got for one of my rainbow quilts. So she's saying if she wins, she doesn't want one of my patterns. She wants this pattern.
I don't know. I'll look
But
at
we'll
your
see.
patterns
And I
too.
can, it's a Bargello quilt, so I can teach you how to make it. All right, will you put that away? Because I need all the space. Okay, so let's do some quilting. Yeah, we're going to chat on and off. We're going to wait 54 minutes. At 2 o'clock is when I'm going to do the giveaway for the pattern of your choice. Now, you must be a follower. So, hi, Googles. I do not know if I'm going to be at MagFest yet. We have applied. I want to be at MagFest. I love being at MagFest. I've been there every year for the past 6 years, and I love MagFest. If they want me back and they let me go, yes, I will be at MagFest. I am 70% sure. There's always that chance that they may decide that they don't want me. So, probably, maybe. I'll find out probably in October. And as soon as I find out, I'll let everyone know. But yeah, thanks for the question. I appreciate it. I will be at Gen Con next week. And then I will be at Dragon Con 2 weeks after that. And then New York Comic Con, New York Toy Fair, and maybe TwitchCon. I haven't decided. Maybe. So, we'll figure that out. First up for quilting. Yeah, she says "Geez Louise" and then she types it in. I'm going to quilt the Triforce. So, speaking of pattern giveaways, guess what's going to be the new pattern in October? So, if I'm at MagFest, this will be out by MagFest. So, yes, super excited. So, let's quilt this one. It's super easy and nice, and then this way I can just pass it off to Jord because she's going to help me with the stream today, so she can take all the pins out and trim around.
Trim around?
Yeah, so all you have to do, Jord, is take the scissors. In fact, I'm going to show you so we can show them how you trim around. Then I'll have you do it. Gloves. Where did I put my gloves yesterday? Oh, I hid them back here. Fantastic. A face hugger. A face. That's a lot of responsibility to cut. We'll see. Oh, a face hugger quilt pattern. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. So, yeah, and Googles, we've got, make sure if you haven't followed me, follow me yet so that you can be qualified to win a pattern of your choice. So, yeah, so it's, 2015 was a weird year for me, too, because that was, right after my theft. Oops, I didn't do any of my tension things. There we go. That was right after the theft of everything in the trailer. So I didn't have a lot of quilts at that point. I didn't have any patterns. Yeah, that one was an interesting show for me. Just because I had a ton of people coming and asking for certain quilts and I didn't have anything because I didn't have time to make anything. But by last year's MagFest, I was fully stocked up again. And ready to go. And of course now, I have my quilt pattern line, so I sell the patterns and the kits. So as long as you know how to do a 1/4" seam, that's all you need. I give all the instructions for everything else in the patterns, for what you do and how you do it. It's super easy, trust me. Now, this one is going to be an intermediate pattern. It's not going to be one of the basic patterns that I have already, because the blocks are teeny tiny little blocks. So you really have to understand straight lines, rotary cutters. You have to have a little bit of practice before you do this one. But I would say as long as you've made at least 2 quilts, then you can definitely do this. Now, today's stream, in addition to giving stuff away, I'm going to be quilting this one. I'm going to be quilting the Ghostbusters quilt. And she did get back to me. We're going to quilt the Ghostbusters quilt with black thread. And then I'm going to quilt one of the t-shirt quilts. And then oops, I didn't mean to cut that yet. And then after I quilt one of the t-shirt quilts, depending upon the time, how long the stream takes. And Googles, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. So depending upon how long giveaways and chatting and things like that takes, I will then start binding, so I can show you guys how to bind quilts today. All right, so free motion quilting. I went around and I did a basting stitch all the way around. You don't have to do that. That's something I do because I have the horrible habit of taking this black fabric, this backing fabric right here, and folding it down and sewing it into my design. When that happens, I have to cut it all out. I have to redo it. It's a big pain in the butt. So I do a basting stitch all the way around in order to keep it in place. Whenever you're quilting something, drop your feed dogs. Make sure your tension is good. Practice on a quilt sandwich. That is when you take 2 pieces of fabric in the same fabric line that you're going to quilt with, and put a piece of batting in the middle, scrap batting of the batting that you're using, and then just practice moving it around, free motion, and check the tension, and then you adjust it, and then when it's ready, then you move on to your actual quilt. Shoulders back, sitting straight up. Your legs need to be at a 90-degree angle, so make sure your pedal is comfortable. Some people prefer to sew in their bare feet. I like nice hard shoes. So, because I can't do it in bare feet. It feels weird for me. And then when you free motion quilt, it's all about the movements. It's all about flowing and moving. If you stop and you have jerky movements, you're going to have jerkiness on your actual quilt. If that's what you want, fantastic. If you don't want jerky movements, if you want flowing, then you need to be flowing. And again, that's why the quilt sandwiches are good, because you can practice on them. When Jord is ready to start quilting, I'm going to have her on practice sandwich. I'm going to do the sandwiches. And if she lets me, we'll Twitch stream it. So you can actually see me teaching her. I know she's very shy, especially when she's doing new things, but we'll see. Okay, so flowing motions. Now on yesterday's stream, we were talking about colors, about what color we were going to do each thing, and we all decided as a group that we wanted gold for the Triforce. Now, I don't know if you saw that in the camera, but I did almost hit that safety pin. And so I immediately backed up and did a little curly cue to cover my mistake. So, if you buy this quilt, if you see that one lone little curly cue, you know why. And again, for those of you that just popped in and joined us, in order to qualify to win a quilt pattern of your choice from my pattern line, there are now 7 patterns. You must make some kind of comment in chat, because that is how the giveaway program finds someone and picks someone. So you must make a comment. I don't care if you're a lurker, just say hi, say something. But if you just want to hang out and watch and you really don't care about winning a quilt pattern, that's fine. Now, I did decide before I started quilting, I'm not going to quilt the black of the inner Triforce. The quilt batting that I picked, you can actually go up to 8 inches of space without any stitching, and it won't curl and it won't have any problems. But with the gold thread, if I quilt inside that interior triangle, I think it actually may take away a little bit from the gold. I want that black in the center to pop out. I don't want the gold to actually mute it. Hi, Two Wolf Design. You just qualified for the giveaway.
Well, I think the gold
And
looks
thank
cool.
you, Two Wolf Design. I saw that you hosted me. Thank you very much for the auto host. I super appreciate that. And while I'm doing that,
Scooch.
let's check out who else is hosting me.
I can do it.
Hey, there's no one right now. In fact, you know what? Let me refresh this just in case.
Super savvy with that technology.
I know, right? Fantastic. Nope, no one at this point. That just means that there must be a bunch of people on my stream team that are also streaming as well. Alright, so let's get this one finished so I can pass it off to George so she can take the pins out and trim it. There you go. Alright, here you go, Jordan. And here are the pins. So just take the pins out and pop them in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch out for the Ghostbusters. Oh. Oh.
What?
Yeah, I know the struggles of the Shopify custom themes. I actually did have a Shopify store at one time, and I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I had to stop. I just could not take it. I just, all the struggles. Shopify is almost too customizable. I like the cut and paste kind of stuff. Oh, and for those of you that just joined us, don't forget you have to say something in chat.
Just say geez Louise, you're good.
Geez Louise, hi. I'm a lurker, I don't like talking. Something if you want to qualify to win a pattern of your choice. So say at least put the letter A. As long as you put something. Oh, hey, Doug says bobbin. In fact, I just changed my bobbin. So George, yesterday I kept running out of my bobbin, so it was Doug's job to yell bobbin at me every few minutes to remind me to look at my bobbin.
Okay, if you guys don't know what to say, give me a good book series to read.
Oh, that's a good one. Jordan is looking for new sci-fi fantasy stuff, right?
Or anything, whatever.
Really, anything?
Yeah.
And she's
no romance.
And she's 15. No romance. Age-appropriate things.
No.
Yes.
I'll still read it.
No. Age-appropriate things, please, everyone.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yes. I don't want anyone suggesting things to you.
Yeah.
Oh, decoupaging Nuka-Cola caps. Yay. Fantastic. Oh, and Zeal. Thank you for buying the pattern yesterday. I saw that was you. I hope you really enjoyed. If you have any questions, concerns, oh yeah. And so because Jordan's here, she's nice and lively. She's not sleeping. For the kitty cat. If you have any questions, concerns, problems, anything at all, let me know. I don't think I've done a stream on the Happy Puffballs yet. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to do one. So next time I sell my Happy Puffballs, I'll make sure I do a stream on them. So you can do a quilt along if you like. So, okay, so Ghostbusters. This one does glow in the dark. The Ghostbusters name and the logo all glow in the dark. All the other white in this quilt is regular white. It's not glow in the dark. So, I'm going to do the same thing I did with that Triforce. I'm going to do a basting stitch all the way around. Are you having fun over there, Jord?
Yeah. I check in on the chat every now and then.
Okay.
Say something.
So you're saying that's snazzy for the Nuka-Cola caps, or listen while they're working in Cute Cat? Or both?
And Ghostbusters.
Oh, and the Ghostbusters, okay. So if there's any new streamers, Jordan is my stepdaughter. She pops in when
I feel safe.
when she feels safe. I like that, 'cause she's very shy.
Oh, I didn't say that. I said see fit.
Oh, when you see fit. Yes, every now and then. Also when you feel safe, because you're super shy. Whoops. And I broke my thread, which happens. Alright, so we've got 41 more minutes to wait for people to pop into chat, say something, and then we will do our giveaway. I'm kind of tempted to just, like, practice with the mod, because I've never done a giveaway on Twitch. So I'm kind of, like, wanting to, like, practice it. And if there's anyone watching, if you haven't followed me yet, don't forget, you have to follow me in order to qualify to win that pattern of your choice.
Yeah.
But I think most people in chat right now have followed me already.
Yeah.
So the reason why my thread broke there, it is something with black thread and my sewing machine. Seriously, like my sewing machine does not like black thread. Of any brand, it doesn't make a difference. And if I go too fast, my machine breaks it. There it goes again. Alright, I'm gonna change the top thread.
What would you like though?
You know what, well, I'm gonna have you trim it. This is the top.
How close do I go to the edge?
Here, I'll
Where
show
the
you.
black is?
I'll show you, because we're gonna show the world.
Oh wow.
Alright, so come on back.
Oh, I have to come all the way back?
Yes, you gotta be on camera, honey. Alright, so
I haven't done anything.
what we're going to do, it's cursed, check for a knot in the bob. Oh, thanks, Doug. Thanks, I appreciate it. All right, so, and for Zeolin, this is going to be the next pattern that's going to be released in October. All right, so we've quilted it. So we've pinned it, we've quilted it. Now we need to bind it. So before we bind it, there's 2 ways to trim it. The first way is to measure, do all of the measurements and make sure it's perfect and blah, blah, blah. I don't do any of that. I don't care if it's perfect, if this top measurement is the same as the bottom, the left is the same as the right. Just trim it. So how we trim it, and I'll do this over here on this camera, is we're just going to go right along this edge here.
Where the block is.
Yep, and that's it. So all we're doing is we're cutting off this
binding.
batting.
Batting.
This batting and backing, and just going along. Now, if I trim some of the quilt off, it's fine. It's not a big deal. But I want to try to go straight as possible.
Well,
there you go. If you can trim that for me, please, ma'am.
I folded it for nothing.
Whatever. Okay, so I've got new thread in there. Now, another reason why this could have kept breaking on me is because this thread is getting a little bit low. So, yeah, you can kind of see it in this camera. This thread's getting a little bit low, so that may contribute a little bit to the breakage, which is why I changed it. Oh, fantastic! Oh, and you're welcome. So now that one, I was saying it before you popped on, the Triforce is actually going to be an intermediate. So make sure you have at least 1 or 2 quilts under your belt before you attempt it, because it's super small little pieces. So it's more of an art quilt. So it's either a wall hanging or a centerpiece for your table. There's a couple of things that you can do. You can put it on your coffee table. You can do a bunch of different things with it. Hang it on the wall. You know, put it over a hope chest or something. Yeah, a Triforce on a hope chest. I just thought about that. Yes, but you have to pop back at 2 o'clock, Doug. You have to be present to win, because it's going to pick someone in chat, but you've got to be actually on at 2 o'clock. So you can pop away and go away, but pop back at 2 o'clock if you want to win. So, what?
If you have a phone, leave it running.
No, don't leave it running. Just, pop on like 5 minutes till on your phone, even if you have to work. Oh, yeah, they still have hope chests. Oh, yeah. Now, it may not be used as a hope chest. It's probably used as like a storage for like quilts and blankets and things. But yeah, no, there are hope chests you can still buy. I was in an antique shop the other day and I saw one. Yes, 2 o'clock, 2 Eastern Standard. Yeah. So in 36 minutes, we're doing the drawing. So if you are just joining me, I saw people join. Today is the giveaway stream. I already gave away the Facebook pattern for the God of Mischief that was released on Monday. And because I'm now at 100 followers, now 100 and something, 111, I think? Yeah. So I'm over 100 followers, so I said I would do a giveaway every 100 followers. So this time, you guys get a pattern of your choice. So, and it's a pattern from my fabric line. What?
Is it 111?
Yeah, right now it's 111.
That's
The last one. So Google's actually brought me to 111.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's cool. So every 100 followers, I'm giving away something. So this time I figured, you know what? I've got my pattern line. I'm going to give you your pattern of your choice. Any pattern that you have available right now in my pattern line. But you have to follow me, and you have to make a comment in chat. Nope, you didn't. Patty, I don't remember what her last name is. I know she lives in Ontario because she's purchased, I think, a couple of my patterns. So I've seen her name and her address. So I know she's in Ontario, but I know her last name starts with an L. That's all I remember. So, but Patty won. But no, you didn't win. I'm sorry, Doug. But you can still win a pattern of your choice. And yes, I'm still, see, this is what I mean by it may take me a while, because I keep stopping in order to talk to people. Yeah, it is P-A-T-T-I. I don't think Patty watches on Twitch, though. She is a friend of, oh, yeah. So Jord wants to say, if you don't know what to say in chat, but you want to qualify for the contest, feel free to suggest book series for her. And she is 15, so age-appropriate book series. So no love stuff, no sex, nothing like that, please. And she doesn't like the mushy love, teenage stuff. Yeah, that's so, yeah. Mostly sci-fi fantasy, but she does regular fiction. Oh, historical fiction. Yeah. She likes historical fiction, stuff like that. And if you are, oh yeah, not fiction. If you haven't watched me, The Green Mile by Stephen. Oh, do you like horror, honey?
Oh, I'll read it.
Have you read The Green Mile yet?
No.
Well, that may be a good one. That and yeah, that's what I was gonna say next, Doug, was The Dark Tower. The Dark Tower is actually coming out with a TV series.
Oh, cool.
So it's supposed to be really, really cool. So, all right, that one's all done?
Yep.
All right, so it goes back over here with the stuff to be bound. And then as soon as I finish this one, I will pass this one to you to do the same.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't move.
What?
That's why I didn't move anything.
Now, the biggest thing with quilting this one, it's kind of sci-fi drama. Yeah, no, that's, yeah. Oh, Green Mile's not, oh, that's right. Didn't they make a movie about it? So, yeah, Green Mile. So it's sci-fi, fantasy-ish, is what he says. It's not horror.
I'm screenshotting them. Okay.
Yeah, so no, that's a good idea. Some Stephen King stuff. Stephen King's a really good writer. So, yeah, no, I agree on that one.
My mom bought a few books on that.
Yeah, in Google's, we will, like I said, I should find out sometime in October if we're going back to MagFest. That's normally when they let us know if we're being invited back or not. So as soon as I know, I will update social media. I'll update my website that has all of my appearances. And of course, I'll talk about it on Twitch. I'll let you guys know. So, okay, so the biggest thing with this one, as I quilt it is a twin size, so it's bigger than any of the laps, so it's a little bit more strenuous. I want to avoid all of the lettering, and I want to avoid the Ghostbusters symbol itself. Oh, George, can you hold this up before the camera?
Which one?
That camera right there. Right there. Just put it in front of the camera to show them what it looks like after it is trimmed. To the right a little bit more.
Right? Yeah. I got it.
Yeah, just like that. There you go. See? And there it is. That just needs bound. Okay. Thanks. I just realized we forgot to hang it. We forgot to show it to them after you trimmed it. So, avoiding all the letters, avoiding the logos. Now, if you like D&D based fantasy, any of the Drist... Oh, alright, Salvatore, yeah, that's a good one, thank you. And I know she would love that. It's, she's just now getting into the D&D stuff. We've been tabletop gaming as a family for years. So now she's at the age where the actual D&D stuff is starting to appeal to her, of the more complex... we do Pathfinders sometimes, so it's, yeah, we have a lot of fun. That's a really good suggestion. Okay, so as we are waiting the next 30 minutes for anyone else to pop in and say something, I also need to figure out what to do for additional giveaways. I can, of course, always give away patterns. And I'll probably continue to give away patterns sometimes. Now, there's also quilt kits, where my quilt kits have all of the fabric that I use for my quilts picked out, and the first step has already been done for you. I've already cut the fabric into the 2-inch and the 3.5-inch strips. So that first, most daunting step with the rotary cutter or fabric cutter has already been done for you. So I can give away a quilt kit I also have tons of stuff all around my sewing room. I have fabric I can give away. I can give away fabric bundles. Let's see, what else? I have some magazines. Ooh, I can give away batting samples. Like, I've got, so this behind me, you can kind of see this right here is my scrap bin. Behind my scrap bin is a ton of batting. So, like, I can give away a garbage bag of batting if people want. Oh, Doug ordered his food in, so he doesn't miss the drawing. Now, Doug is not one of the people you're going to meet at Gen Con. So is anyone in chat going to Gen Con? Jordan has to go say something in chat now because she is. And the reason why I was asking is because Jordan's going to be with me this year. Mike is not. Mike is staying home to play softball. So it's just Jordan and I and my parents. So yeah, so if you guys think of anything that you want me to give away, if you think of book suggestions for Jordan, now, The Awesome Fish Sticks is Jordan. Meaning, if she wins, I'm doing it again. She's not eligible to win. Because she lives with me.
I gave myself a cramp from dancing.
All right, Doug, where were you? Come on, Doug. You gotta be on the ball.
Huh? Did you not change it?
No.
What color is it then?
Black.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Well, that's good.
I ran out.
Oh. It's pretty good.
Man. Now watch. Anytime now, he's gonna yell at me, Bobbin, and it's gonna be too late.
Here, I'll watch.
You'll watch for his yelling of Bobbin. Now, this little bit of 1,000 apologies. Okay. I accept your apologies. I still love you. This small spool that was getting down, and in fact that was the problem, was that my machine doesn't like it when black is that tiny. So, I'm using it to wind bobbins. And while I'm winding that, I will show you guys what to do when you run out of thread in the middle of your quilt. You do not have to do this step, which is what I am doing. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling both the threads to this side. So both of my threads are now on the back. That's all you have to do. Because if you go through and then you anchor it in, it should be fine. I'm a little obsessive.
Hey.
I really want to make sure that this is not going to come loose at all. So I'm tying it into a knot.
That's fine. That's
Yes.
not that extreme.
No, it just takes a little bit extra time.
Yeah, but
And then I'll trim it. Because I don't like all that extra thread
gives
in the
you
way.
the safe feeling. Oh, wow. It's almost all gone.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
I told you, I use it to wind bobbins. Now, that is super wound. I'm sure the entire state of Illinois will understand. Yes. You know what? Your job will understand if you need to stop and yell bobbin at me. So it's okay. And you have that big booming voice that causes you to fall down steps.
What?
We were telling embarrassing stories the other day. So we were telling, yeah, see.
It's just out of the blue.
I know. Oh, I know. And I'm waiting. Oh, Doug says you're describing yourself as a little obsessive as like calling Godzilla a tiny little lizard.
Yeah.
So, no, I said that. I'm waiting to see what Doug says before I explain to you the story. Words hurt. I love you, Doug. So, George, the other day, we have fun on my stream. I'm sure this is a stream you didn't watch. Thank goodness. We were talking about embarrassing stories. We were talking about embarrassing first dates.
Oh, I came down in the middle of it. But I didn't help out.
About my crier. My first date with the crier.
Yeah, and then you told me about someone else's first date.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Cornish Masasi. Yeah. That she wrecked her date's car. So, then we're talking about embarrassing stories. We were doing story time. And I was talking about how I accidentally, purposely, but didn't know any better, left the backing of the paper for some applique paper inside of a quilt. Like, I didn't understand that you had to take that paper off. So, yeah, so we were telling embarrassing stories, and Doug was saying about the one time. So, Doug is about 6'5". He's a very large man, very intimidating, but he's a huge teddy bear. So he's one of those large guys. So he can be very, very intimidating. So he's also got a very big, booming voice. So when he was in college, he was yelling at a friend of his across the campus. And because he has this big, booming voice, everyone in campus... Oh, I'm sorry, he's 6'7". Everyone in campus looked at him, and he was standing at the top of some steps. He then proceeded to fall down the steps. And everyone on the college campus saw him fall down the steps.
That's awesome.
And he heard about it for a long time after. In fact, people would talk about it to him, not realizing it was him, saying, "Hey, did you hear about the big guy that fell down the steps?" Yeah. So that's why I made the joke about falling down the steps. What time is it? 1:38. 22 more minutes.
Say what you want to say.
I should be able to finish this quilt. And then we can do the drawing, and then I will quilt a t-shirt quilt. And then we'll do some binding. Look at that. Quilting and binding in all the same stream? What madness is this? Oh, if you didn't catch yesterday's stream, I did get my external capture card to be able to stream my Switch playing. Although, it only works with Windows 10. I didn't realize that. And the computer that I live stream on right now does not have Windows 10. But the video game laptop that I got that has been shipped to Maryland does have Windows 10. And that is the reason why I'm going to actually be streaming my Switch play from that. So I should just wait anyways. So I've got to wait until at least after Gen Con. After Gen Con, I will play around with the setup and see if I can't get it going. And then my schedule. So I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be doing binding tomorrow. And then if I finish my binding, I'm going to get started on the horror quilt. I am going to stream sometime this weekend. Saturday and or Sunday. I do not know about Monday yet. It honestly, I may not even make that call till Sunday. Because it all depends upon how much I still need to do to get ready for Gen Con. Because I have a lot of paperwork for the border to do. I've got my book to take care of. I have Twitch flyers to make. I have all sorts of things to do for Gen Con. So, I may or may not stream Monday because I'm leaving first thing on Tuesday. Wednesday is Gen Con setup. So I will be live streaming it, just like I've live streamed my last couple of setups. So if you've ever wanted to see how my big display is built, we'll be live streaming it. So you can actually see as we are building and designing our setup. So at Gen Con, I'm checking my bobbin. Okay. At Gen Con for setup, we're going to have Jordan and myself, of course. We're going to have Mark, Rice Hat Samurai. He is a goldsmith that does Gen Con with us. We'll have Nicole, and my father will be there. We may or may not... Okay, a little late, Doug. We may or may not have Alexa Hart with us. The cosplayer, glass etcher extraordinaire, will be at Gen Con teaching some cosplay classes. So we were chatting, and she may swing by and help us do our setup and hang out for a bit. So while I'm at Gen Con, I may do some live streams. Some IRLs. Definitely doing IRLs. I may, and this is the first time she's hearing about this,
Oh no.
pass my phone off to Jordan
Why?
to go walk around and show you Gen Con during the day while I'm working.
No, we can only do the wave of people coming in.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that
crazy.
because my first class. Oh no, that's the running of the nerds. I've already talked about the running of the nerds.
The wave of people.
Yeah, the running of the nerds. So George, do you remember why there's a running of the nerds?
No.
So the Gen Con. What time is it? 17 more minutes.
I'll watch it.
Gen Con has basically, if you have anything to do with tabletop gaming, you better be at Gen Con. And a lot of the companies do exclusives or limited editions where they only do some, like a handful of things, and they have them to like the first X number of people at their table. On Thursday at Gen Con, the show floor opens at 10 o'clock. But if you have a VIP pass, you can get in at 9 o'clock. So at 9 a.m. when the doors open, you get a mass of people running to their favorite place to get their exclusives, to get all of those amazing things. They want to be the first one in line to get this stuff. So that's why we call it the running of the nerds. And it is a sight to see. It's almost like the running of the bulls in Pamplona. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's like a wave.
Yeah, it's not just a wave. Like, it's a wave, and then the doors open, and then the wave, it turns into like a tidal wave, a cascade of people just like going. So, on Thursday, the class I'm teaching does not start till 10 a.m. So what I'm thinking I may do is I may go live stream. If you've ever wanted to see this, it's going to be at 9 o'clock a week from today. 9 a.m., the running of the nerds. It is amazing. Make sure you tune in, and I'll live stream. So what I'll do is I'll probably walk around. I'll start live streaming probably about 8:45. I'll walk around the floor a little bit, show you what it looks like before it opens to the public, and then I will show you the running of the nerds. And then I'll sign off and head over to teach my class. But I'm planning at Gen Con to do some live streaming on and off. So keep an eye on my channel. And then after Gen Con, when I get to Maryland, I am going to do a mailbag stream. So I have not been at Maryland for a while, so there is a ton of mail waiting there for me, including fabric, notions, all sorts of amazing things. Also, I'm expecting some cross-stitched squares for the charity quilt that I need to make. So I will open up all of that, and I'll do a live stream on it, so you guys can see me open up all my mail. And then after that, I'll see if I can start streaming some Switch gameplay. All right, so path of least resistance. You always want to make sure with your quilts that it's easy to do.
As easy as you can make it.
As easy as you can make it, yes.
Because it's not going to be easy to
All right,
do.
14 more minutes.
I'll watch.
No, I was looking over at Nerd and Needle. Nerd and Needle's still streaming. She was saying that she wanted to hopefully finish her stream by 2 so she can pop in and maybe win.
Yeah. I'll make the cat move.
You know, I'm going to do my plugs. So, Nerd and Needle. She's fantastic. I love her. If you haven't followed her yet, check her out. She is another sewer. She does lots of embroidery work. She does a lot of really cool things, but she's also a cosplayer, so she does cosplay. Imperial Girl, IMPERIALGRRL, 2 R's. Imperial Girl is the leader of our So Stream team. She's amazing. I love her. Fantastic. So make sure you go follow her as well. She is, oh, thanks, Doug. Bobbin's good. Thanks, Doug. She's fantastic. If you haven't followed her yet, make sure you follow her. She is another cosplayer. She is, so right now, Nerd and Needle is working on a Shell from Portal cosplay. And Imperial Girl, I don't know what she's working on. I was watching her the past couple of days, and I don't know what her cosplay's from. If someone knows, let me know. I felt like snazziest is apparently a word.
I put it snazzy and it's the best in it. I was like, alrighty, let's go.
So it didn't autocorrect snazziest?
No. That is awesome.
It's a word.
I didn't know that. Snazzier.
Now, you see what's happening here. So you can see, oh, my quilt is now falling off to the left. Oh, Overwatch, that's what it is. Thank you, Overwatch cosplay. I know, yeah, I know. I mean, the stuff that she's doing is amazing. Like, I was chatting with her yesterday as she was looking through some of these patterns and things, and yeah, no, it's fantastic. Oh, Googles! Thank you very much. Thank you for the love. I appreciate the sub. That's going to get you 5 extra entries into the drawing.
What?
Subscribers get 5 extra entries. Why do you think Doug is hanging out? Because he's a subscriber.
I don't have money. I can't do this.
Yes, I know. But you don't,
Great.
Jordan, you're my kid. You're ineligible anyways.
I know,
So thank you for the,
win.
thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, what was I saying? She's crazy. She's this, she's this, she's this.
I don't know. I just started to do.
Yes. Why is this not updating?
What? Oh.
The recent subscriber.
Recent follower. I can do that.
No, recent subscriber.
No, I'm not a follower.
Why is that not? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And as you figured out with Twitch Prime, if you link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, you get a free sub. So it's the same as if you were to give me the money yourself. So it's the same exact for the creators. Now with the Twitch Prime, because it's the first time you've done it apparently, you do have to, so it expires after 1 month. So the 10th next month, it'll expire off of me, and you have your choice if you want to then give it back to me for another month, or if you want to give it to another Twitcher, another Twitch person. So yeah, oh, there it is. It popped up. Yay, fantastic. So yeah, so that's the nice thing with the Twitch Prime is that you're not locked in to a certain person. And it's the same thing as, like I said, if you gave me the money. So if you actually pledged $5 a month, it's the same thing as a Twitch Prime. I love Twitch Prime. It's fantastic. So thank you again. So you've got 5 extra entries, and Doug has 5 extra entries into the drawing today. So for those of you that just joined, we are doing our drawing today because I've reached over 100 followers. Every 100 followers, I am doing a drawing for something. Today is a pattern of your choice for one of my quilt line. It is, of course, video game and comic book quilts and everything else. You must be a follower in order to qualify. So the first thing you must do is follow me. The second thing is say something in chat. If you are a follower, if you have not said anything in chat yet, you can give me a suggestion for what else to give away. Jordan is taking book suggestions for what she would like to read. She is 15, so please age appropriate, no sex. She likes historical fiction, sci-fi, fantasy, stuff like that. Non-fiction things as well. What else did we say you can talk about? Oh, thanks, Doug. Doug is my bobbin guy. Oh, still good. I think that was it. Yes. So yeah, so follow, say something in chat, and then subscribers get 5 extra entries. Oh, the Mists of Avalon. Oh, I completely forgot about that one. Mists of Avalon. Write that one down. That was one of my favorite books. It's all about the King Arthur stuff. So it's oh, Doug got a sandwich. So yeah, it's all about like the Morrigan and King Arthur, and it's all like magic. Yes, Mist of Avalon. That is fantastic. And you went in hardback, right? I will go buy that for you in hardback if you went in hardback. If you don't want it in it doesn't matter for that one?
No.
Okay.
For any book. I got the Carolina.
Well then why did you want the Lord of the Rings in
I never asked for
a paper book?
I wanted a paper book.
That's what I mean. When I say hard, I mean paper or Kindle. So the Mists of Avalon. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I still have it. Yeah, it's from Morgane's point of view. So I actually have that one. I think I may still have it at Grandma's house.
Right.
So I'll message Grandma and I'll have her go check. If we still have it, then we'll give it to you. Yeah, I know. 7 minutes.
That was me.
I'm gonna finish this. I know. I saw you. We're gonna finish this. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get this finished so that I can do the drawing. Okay, so, notions. So, ideas for drawing. So we've got, I've got fabric. I've got patterns. I have notions. Hey, George. The bottom left drawer. Will you go in there and grab something out of that drawer that's in a package? Doesn't matter what it is. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Yep, bottom left. There's a bunch of things in packages. Yep, that one's good. And I'm going to show that one after I finish quilting this. So that is, I have a drawer. No, the other one in your hand was fine. So my distributor sends me emails all the time about what's new and exciting and cool in the quilting world and sewing world and products and stuff like that. Every now and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I must get this thing. But I have to buy 5 of them. So I've got all sorts of things in that drawer. Look at all these people joining us for the drawing. So I have all sorts of things in that drawer that I can give away for a drawing. So I'm going to show you one of these things in a minute. For those of you just joining us, if you're here for the drawing, you must follow me. If you're not a follower, please, please, please make sure you hit that follow button before you do anything else. The second thing you must do is you must say something in chat. There goes one of my mouse. So say something in chat because that is how, I'm going to have to stop. I got 5 minutes. I got to say this without sewing. So say something in chat because that is how our program is going to pick a winner. It's going to pick one of these people that has said something in chat. So follow first. You must follow me in order to be eligible to win a pattern. And then say something in chat, whether it's hi, whether it's here, whether it's this, I don't know. Say something, George. That's
snazzy?
The snazzy. I don't know. What are your teenager word things?
Or say coolio, snazzy.
The coolio, or yeah. Say something in there so it recognizes you. If you do not want to talk, if you're a lurker, put the letter A. Do something.
Suggest a book series.
Suggest a book series for George. That's what we're talking about, the Mist of Avalon and stuff. Suggest something to give away. So here's the thing. So this is called a hot hemmer. So I have a bunch of these. A hot hemmer helps you fold, measure, and press hems in one step. So you have your hem right there, you put it on here, and it helps you fold and press and do everything all in one step for hems and for bindings as well. So it's like, I've got like all sorts of stuff like this. So, yep. And then, if you are a subscriber, you get 5 extra entries into the drawing today. So we are doing a drawing for a pattern of your choice in 4 more minutes. I think I actually have time to finish this.
Oh, I always say 1 less.
4 more minutes. We'll do our drawing. So whoever wins gets to pick one of my patterns from my pattern line of their choice. So right now I have 7 patterns in my line. They're all video game, comic book, pop culture. So the video game, we've got Black Mage, Kirby, Pac-Man. Is that it for video game? And of course you've got Wonder Woman, Superman, Loki, a TARDIS, Totoro, Mega Man. I forgot Mega Man. Now, of course, they are our own original sprites. They're not sprites from the game. So if you're expecting a Mega Man from the game, that's not it. It's our own original sprite that we designed. That's based off of him. And so his name is actually Mega Android. Because he is not the Mega Man sprite. Oh, look at that, I'm almost done. Yay, yay, yay. I like that. I like the Warcraft reference. I highly approve of that Warcraft reference, Doug. Yes, I get that. It's funny because we would do Leroy Jenkins. We would refer to that whenever Jordan was young, and she's like, "What is that?" So Mike actually had to pull up a video of the Leroy Jenkins move and explain it to her.
Yeah, it was like last
Yeah,
year.
it was like really, really funny. Okay, so let's start to get ready.
Alright, I'm gonna give you your scissors too.
Now I'm gonna pass it on to you. You're gonna take these pins out and then trim it. Yeah. You need a Leroy Jenkins quote. No, because I will. Okay. If someone pays me to commission it, yes, I would make one. But I am not going to make one because it's not mainstream enough. I'm not going to make one just because it is. I know. It's like you're yelling at me. Okay, so let's get this raffle all set up. Twitch giveaways. All right, so minimum bits. Let's see. Active. Who spoke in the last hour.
Ooh,
there we go.
There's a minute left.
I know. Let's say minute 4. Let's say, let's go an hour and 7 minutes. Subscriber luck 6 times. Because you got 5 extra entries, I said. So you get 6 times the luck. And we've got... Brotherhood of Steel Emblem Quilt. See, that's another one, too. It is, that's really cool. See, that's another one. If, the Brotherhood of Steel Emblem Quilt, if someone commissions me, I would totally do that. I'd totally make it. So, I'm going to give you a sneak preview while we're waiting. Oh, George has it. Never mind.
What?
I'll give you a sneak preview later of the horror quilt.
Oh, it's over there. I got it.
Where is it? Oh, it's right there? Yeah, go ahead and pass that to me. So this is the quilt that I'm doing next. Oh, it's 2 o'clock.
Tony, you gotta do it.
I know, right? Here, go ahead and put it back. I'll show them later. Okay, ready? So, everyone is in chat, has said something, and you followed me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So, da-ba-ba. Hey, Googles! Fantastic!
Tony.
Yay! See, that sub was amazing. I think that put you over the top. Poor Doug. I'm sorry, Doug. You missed your lunch and you ordered lunch in. Fantastic! Yay! Oh, it's fantastic. Okay, so what I would like you to do, Googles, is look at my pattern line. You can either look at it on my website, which is quiltoni.com, my Etsy store, or my Craftsy store. So look at one of those places. They all have all 7 patterns on there with pictures and things. So take a look at those. And when you decide which one you want to try out first, send me a message on my Facebook. So shoot me a message, or you can shoot me a message here on Twitch. That's fine. So send me a private message just somewhere saying, letting me know what quilt you want. And I will shoot you a PDF right away. I'll get it to you today. So, and send me the email too. So, yay, congratulations. Fantastic. All right, no, well, keep it over there. That's fine. I'm going to work on the next quilt. I got t-shirt quilt to quilt now. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We should do this. Can you pass me my mouse that fell over?
No.
I'm gonna put her name at the very top.
Who?
So let's do the giveaway. So this is the...
You should put my name as recent follower, because I
Let's
unsubscribed.
see.
And then I subscribed again.
No, you can't do that. You mean you unfollowed and followed again. That doesn't work.
It should.
If you Jord, no swearing.
I said it should.
Oh, I thought you said SHI.
No. That wouldn't even make any sense.
All right, giveaway. Do. Okay, so congrats. Oops, wrong keyboard. Congrats to... I'm going to spell it right. Gougles. Gougles 1.
Hey, Molly. You're such a good boy.
Of their choice. Yay! Woo! Okay, there we go. It's right at the top. And I touched the mic. I apologize. Woo! Okay. All right, let's do t-shirt quilts. So, Jord, here you go.
It can't touch the floor, right?
Nope.
No
No touching the floor. We do not want any dog or cat hair on it.
Alright, then I'm gonna cut it first.
So yeah, so I've got lots of stuff to do for giveaways. Plus, if you haven't followed my Facebook account, whenever the Fall Quilt Market comes along, and Fall Quilt Market is at the end of October, I actually work with a bunch of different companies to give their stuff away. I love giving things away. I've already talked to Arrow Sewing, who, if you like my desk, so this desk that I'm working on right now is an Arrow Sewing cabinet. It is amazing. These thread things that pop out that actually roll open and have all of my thread here are also Arrow cabinets. Everything is Arrow. I love Arrow. I'm giving away one of these chairs. See the chair that I'm sitting on? You can't really see because everything's in the way. It's an amazing chair, sewing chair. They're letting me give another one away. I gave one away in May at Spring Quilt Market, and they're letting me give one away in October. So I'm going to message a bunch of other different companies and see if I can't give more stuff away. I love giving things away, especially when it's not mine. It's funny because there is, I'm the kind of person where if people want to give me stuff, I say, okay. I never ask for anything. I never, ever, ever ask for anything for free because that's just not me. But I will always ask for free things for my fans because I like giving things away. It's a lot of fun. So I always want to give stuff away. All right, let's do... This is the same stuff, right? 156? Yeah. All right. 156. 156. So let's do a t-shirt quilt. And then after I do the t-shirt quilts, we're going to do some binding. I can show you how to bind some quilts. There we are. And I may get through the binding today, and then tomorrow I can start on the horror quilt. Oh, that's right. I wanted to do... Okay, when you finish that, we'll show them the horror quilt.
I tried to give you the sheet.
I know. I'm all over the place. So, now that we've got a bunch of people in here, let's do story time. Now,
Story time.
anyone have any stories, embarrassing things, cool things? I'm trying to think of anything that happened in the past couple weeks for story time.
I peed myself in McDonald's.
You peed yourself in...
Yeah, like, I don't know, 4 years ago.
Okay, that was 4 years ago.
But I was, like, pretty,
You were
like,
11.
mature at the time.
You're 11.
Yeah, well, 11-year-old.
No, I just said, I wonder if anything interesting has happened in the past few weeks, and you said you peed yourself in McDonald's. That's what I'm like, recently?
No, I don't.
And honey, once you get over 40, you're going to start peeing yourself more often.
That's fine.
It happens. talk about Gen Con. I cannot wait. Gen Con's gonna be so much fun.
The first part is,
Yeah.
we were traveling at the time in a car.
Oh, so you had to... Okay. You were with your dad, weren't you?
No, I took my mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, because I don't remember this.
Yeah, we're driving to Arkansas.
Oh, then. Okay. See, I'm trying to think of something else. Of another story. See, I can't do gossip. There's a whole bunch of like drama that's happening in the convention world right now. And I don't want to talk about that because I do not like to ever talk bad about anyone or spread gossip. Ever.
It depends on the person for me.
What?
It depends on the person for me.
Nope. You should always take the high road on everything and do not spread gossip and do not say negative things. Oh, MagFest registration went live. So if you... Oops, I gotta take this one out. So this one is for quilt number 5. This is quilt number 5 for Godsister. There we go. So if you're planning on going to MagFest, you better go get your tickets now for pre-registration because tickets are going to sell out. Registration went up Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday. I like that little app. The Twitch giveaways app. That was fun. I got to enter all that stuff in there. Alright, let me make sure this is nice and flat. We're doing the t-shirt quilt. Now remember, if you did not watch yesterday's stream, the trick to quilting t-shirt quilts without stabilizer is if you are in that t-shirt area, you go very slowly. Very slowly. Because if you move at any kind of pace, like I am with all of this cotton here, what's going to happen is you're going to stretch that t-shirt out and you're going to get puckers. We do not want puckers. Now the remaining t-shirt quilts behind me, I'm not going to do today. Because t-shirt quilts take a long time to quilt, and they take a lot out of me. So I'm only going to do them one at a time. So after I finish quilting this one, I'm going to go right into binding and show you how to do binding for quilts. And, oh, no, I'm so good. Thank you. And as always, I always put my Twitch streams up on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and watch any stream for any technique or anything at all, if Googles wants to go back and watch the pattern win over and over, you can do that. Alright, so when I hit 200 followers, that will be the next giveaway. It's going to be up to you guys. What do you want? Do you want another pattern? Do you want a kit? Do you want fabric? Or Or do you want cool little knick-knack notion things? I can also give away other stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna give a sewing machine.
Why?
Oh. Google said she flung Mod Podge all over her living room. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you flung Mod Podge because you're excited. But you know what? That makes me feel great. That makes me feel wonderful that you were excited you won. Thank you. And Doug, I'm not giving away a sewing machine. Now, if I can convince a sewing machine company at Houston, maybe. I'm still good. Yeah, no, that's what I want. So I've been talking on and off about my book that I want to write. And I keep talking, you know, and basically I am going to be taking a course on how to write and publish your own tutorial book, so like quilt book, like a non-fiction book kind of thing. And the book that I'm going to write is all about the techniques of everything that I do and how I do it, and how you can do it yourself. Marley, the cat doesn't want to play with you.
But he wants to play.
I know he does. Look, the cat's too busy licking herself. So,
Marley.
I have chatted. Oh, Jordan, don't let me forget. I need to message Bill whenever I am done with my stream.
I'm going up after this.
Okay, but don't let me forget. I need to message Bill. Okay? So, I have... Marley, you're so loud. People can't hear me.
I love him.
So, I have secured Wilhelmina from Geek Mythology Crafts, who is amazing. Oh my gosh, it broke.
What broke?
My thread.
How far along ago?
I love it. Thanks to Wolf Design. That's great. The bobbin is like near anyways, so I'm gonna change the bobbin. So Wilhelmina, she is going to write chapter 1, which is how to design your own sprite that can be used as a quilt. Because there's a bunch of rules and things like that. Designing a sprite is a little bit different than designing a sprite to be used for a quilt. So we're gonna actually write that chapter together. But if you've ever seen Geek Mythology stuff, she is amazing. She is the best spriter I have ever seen. Like, I love her stuff. Are you having fun with the emotes, George?
No.
Yes. Oh, and as you guys see, if you have popped onto my stream before, you'll notice that my layout is a little different. On the very bottom, I have changed it to show recent subscriber. Yay! And that means the amazing Alex, also known as the Nerdcore rapper Twill Distilled, who is working on all of my graphic design stuff, is hard at work. So she... the kitty cat! Sorry. Kitty cats make me squeal. So she is hard at work at my emotes. So if you are a subscriber, those are coming. So she's going to be working on those hopefully soon. Oh, no. Yeah, you guys are having fun, aren't you?
No.
Now, Two Wolf Design, you may or may not know this. If you get emotes from a Twitcher, so if you are a subscriber for me, and you get emotes from me because you're a subscriber, are you allowed to use those emotes in other channels? Oops. I didn't rethread my machine. I did the bobbin, but I didn't rethread it. I think I was just going too fast.
Yes.
Fantastic. So the wines that she's designing for me, the first one at the $5 level or the Twitch Prime level is a happy sewing machine. So she's going to do a sewing machine that's like all like... And then at the second level, at the $10 level, she's either going to do some kind of bobbin. Either a mocking or an angry bobbin. I can't remember what I told her. And then the $25 level is going to be a needle. And it's whatever the bobbin is, it's the opposite. So if the bobbin is the angry, the needle's mocking. Because I break my needles all the time, and I run out of bobbin thread. So I figured those would be appropriate. Yeah, so in addition to being a really good nerdcore rapper, oh, that's awesome. So in addition to being a really cool nerdcore rapper, she's a great artist. And she's doing this for me because she loves me. Yeah, if you guys like nerdcore rap, she's part of the group Wreck the System. And I know that they've been performing at a couple of shows. They're doing a couple of more. They're going to be at MagFest again this year. Yeah, that's awesome that you can use them anywhere. That makes me so happy. See, that's what I was hoping for. Because there's a couple of people that I was thinking about subbing to that have got some really cool emotes. Like, I know Imperial Girl's got a bunch of really awesome ones. Oh, Fierce Kittens! Yes, because you told me about her the other day, and I haven't had a chance to catch her stream. I keep meaning to add her. You know what? I don't know what I did. I am right now going to go look and follow her Twitch. I'm going to go find Fierce Kitten right now and follow her because she's on my stream team, and you said she's amazing. So,
You can get notifications.
and that way I know when she's streaming. Okay, follow. There we go. I'm following her now.
You can set notifications up on your phone.
Yeah, I know. No, but I can also see it on the left-hand side. So, like, I can see the Nerd Needle is still streaming. So I think because she's in Central Time, she thought maybe it was 2 o'clock Central Time. Or, I'm sorry, it was 1 o'clock, yeah, 2 o'clock Central Time that I was doing the giveaway. And the Eastern Time. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure 6 and 9-year-old. I mean, I've got the 15-year-old and she keeps me busy. Ringette?
Oh,
Rugby?
doesn't count.
Robotics Club?
They all start with R's.
Yeah, they do. You keep me so busy, child, between you and your father and his softball. It's amazing that I can stream it all.
You don't have to go.
Okay, so my goal before I leave Tuesday for Gen Con is to try to catch one of her streams. wow, yeah. See, this is my job. This is what I do for a living. So I don't have to worry about dealing with another job. I make video game quilts for a living. I was talking to an Imperial girl about that the other day. It's about people that say, okay, well, what do you do for a living that you can, like, stream video game stuff? So, I was talking about Twitch about someone, and they looked at me like I was crazy, and they go, well, how are you able to do that? What do you do for a living? And I looked at them, and I'm like, I'm a video game quilter.
To be honest, it sounds really dumb.
Oh, that's cool. I did see the gift bot. You know what? That's actually, I've been looking at that one too, because I've been trying. I need to, now that I'm over 100 followers, I need to start to look at managing my actual Twitch, you know, the actual stream itself. So I need to start looking at moderators and bots and other things. See, this is all new to me. I started watching probably late fall last year with my husband.
Nah.
Oh my god, Marley, the cat does not want to play with you.
She's deaf. She can't even hear.
Yeah, if this is your first time watching, my cat's deaf. She can't even hear him barking at her. Bobbin's good. So, yeah. So I've been looking into lots of the logistics. Do I just ask someone to moderate? Do I get bots? A whole bunch of stuff I'm looking at. See, and then I was just thinking about the giveaways. So I'm like, all right, now I gotta start. Now that I'm at 111, I gotta start thinking about for my 200 giveaway what I'm gonna do. I can even make something. Now, if you haven't been on my stream lately, you may not know when I reach 500, I am doing a charity stream. So, oh, I heard that breaking. Dang it.
Oh, the cat.
No, you don't right now, Doug. You are not a moderator. Yeah, and I felt that breaking.
Oh.
And that's unfortunately because of the t-shirt thread, because of the way the t-shirt blocks are without stabilizer. Yeah, sometimes it's gonna break in there.
Marley. Marley.
Marley, seriously, leave the cat alone. Oh my gosh. So anyways, when I reach 500 subscribers, I've already planned out of doing a charity stream where I will take one day, I will stream morning to evening, the entire day, and I will make a quilt start to finish.
Ooh.
I will cut out all the pieces, I will piece it, I will pin it, I will quilt it, I will bind it, all in one day. All money I raise that day will go to a charity, and I haven't decided which one yet. And everyone that donates that day will get a chance to win that quilt. Bless you.
Oh, cat's bothering me. I'm allergic to cats.
It's actually, depending upon what it is, it's not, it may or may not be that hard. So, let me just give you an example.
Was that 3?
So, here, let's see, Twill Distilled. It depends on the logo. Depends upon what it is. So,
Sorry for all that.
no, you're fine.
I touched the cat earlier.
Where's her logo?
Which means I'm sneaking. Ooh, it's an itty bitty spider.
Okay, she's got this logo, but it's not on any of her stuff.
Man, it's like my.
Oh my gosh, Alex.
What? What would she do?
She's got this amazing logo that she uses. The TD. Oh, there it is. Okay, so here, let me go back to Twitch. Okay, so here is, that's Twill Distilled, okay? That's who I was talking about that is doing all of my graphic design work for me. If you take a look at her logo in the upper left-hand corner, she wanted me to make a quilt for her. I know, you keep sneezing. She wanted me to make a quilt for her.
Just let me get all the pins out. I'm almost done. Ow!
Did I not take a picture? I don't think I took a picture. Man. Alright, I know I took a picture while I was doing it. Let me look at my Facebook. So, Facebook. Quiltoni. Pictures.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'll find it.
You have about as much frustration right now as I do with sneezing.
Oh, I'm not being frustrated at all.
Well, then I have more frustration than you. Because I'm trying to finish this.
Did I not? Okay, it was before MagFest. And there's MagFest. Why do I not see this? Okay.
Ow. There you go, that's my remix.
I know, right?
My remix too.
Alright, there's our vacation pictures. Nope, I can't find it. Anyways, so if you look at her logo, it was super easy to do. Yeah, I couldn't do that one. That was way too involved. Iron Bandsgram probably can do that one because she does a lot of embroidery stuff. So she can probably do that with embroidery. And turn that into a quilt, turn into a wall hanging for you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, see, for me, because my design, the way that I do it with the pixelation and stuff like that, it'd be too complicated for me. I couldn't get any of the detail. It'd be very, overall. But look at Iron Bandsgram. So IronBansgram. She's actually part of our stream team as well. She's another quilter that she does a lot of embroidery stuff. A lot of embroidery quilting. So, yeah, check her out and let her know. In fact, if you tell her that I sent you to her, she'll take care of you. She's awesome. I love watching her stuff, too. Oh, did you finish that one, Jordan?
No.
I'm
going.
Okay. Well, when you're finished with it, pass me the horror quilt so I can show them an example of some of the stuff that I do. What?
Are you done that one?
No. This one? No.
Oh, good.
No, but I want to show them the horror quilt as an example for my patterning for what I do.
You gotta get it. I just got half of
So the problem with this one is the W. I'm trying to stay away. There we go. Got it. It's super hard with the logo. Apparently it's a couple of extra layers, and I think that's what broke my thread. Oh, don't fold it up because I'm going to show it to him.
I gotta still do it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you got all the pins out.
No. I gotta...
So after she finishes pulling the pins out of the Ghostbusters quilt, I'll show you guys what it looks like. And then I'll show you the, thanks, Doug. And then I'll show you the, oh, good. The horror quilt that I'm going to start next
Yeah, no.
for the commission. That was fun giving stuff away. I want to get more stuff away.
Sorry, no.
Let's get to 200 followers so I can give stuff away.
Or 222.
What?
All twos. No, it's 223.
All done? Oh, did you trim it too?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice job, hon.
There
All
might
right.
be like one pin left.
So if you didn't see me make the Ghostbusters quilt, this is a commission.
That one's nice.
Yep, and the ghost and the name Ghostbusters glows in the dark. So this is what it looks like after it's all quilted. So all I have to do now is bind it. So let's put this in the binding pile.
You want me to fold it for you?
Nope, I got it.
Nice.
I am good.
And then
Alright.
you want your horror stuff.
I do. Can you pass me that pattern, please?
Which pattern would you like?
Just the whole stack.
In the pen. I'm gonna go up.
You're gonna go upstairs? You're leaving me?
I need an allergy pill, Tony.
Child, you're leaving me?
Blizz.
Alright, leave me, child. I see how you are.
Marley doesn't like when I come at him with scissors.
Okay, this is
Oh,
the horror quilt. So this is what I mean. So she wanted a quilt with Freddy, Jason, Michael, Leatherface? Yes. And so this is what I mean by like we pixelate things out. So by doing all that stuff.
it's blocks on it. They're making a Leatherface movie.
They are?
Yeah, I saw the thing this year.
So that's the next one I'm working on. So after I get teenagers, apparently you're no better than toddlers.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Attention span.
Okay, my real intention is to go get an allergy pill. And
All right.
You know.
Are you coming back?
No. Yeah. Shower. Then I'm gonna go read.
All right. Go enjoy your day. Love you.
Me too. Marley.
So yeah. So she wanted a bunch of different horror things. So Nicole actually does all my design work. So she was able to lay them out and do almost like a family portrait style design. Oh yeah, 17, 18, 24. Aren't they great? And it's funny, on the con circuit, I feel so old. It's like, and I go out for beers with people, and I sit and talk, and they're all talking about age and things like that, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, you guys do know I'm in my 40s, right? Oh, yes. You know what? And we joke with her all the time. I'm really looking forward to her having a license. Really looking forward to that. But I know once she has a license, that means other things are going to come as well. And I may become a nervous wreck. I just remembered I gotta email the stores that carry my patterns. I don't think I emailed them all and told them about the God of Mischief yet. And let them know if they wanted them in the stores, they gotta get an order in. Marley, seriously, dog. We don't like you barking at the cat. It's annoying. Now you notice, if you watched yesterday, you may notice that I picked up the speed a little bit since yesterday. Yesterday I went super, super slow. And today I'm going a little faster in that t-shirt area. And the reason is now I've gotten the hang of the t-shirts and I understand how they'll move and work and what they can handle. I can pick up the pace just a little bit. Now, I still want to be very careful and take it slow. This is as fast as I can go. Marley. Oh, thanks, Doug. Ooh. Getting close. I'm gonna push it a little bit. See, that's Doug's job, is to yell bobbing at me every now and then when I'm quilting. Whenever I'm piecing or doing anything else, it doesn't make a difference to me if I run out of bobbin thread. It's only when I'm quilting, because it's a pain in the butt. Alright, I'm going to stop that right there. Let's change that bobbin. Marley, come here. Come here. Are you jealous of the kitty cat? Do you want to be on TV too? Here we go. Say hi. Okay. Oh, and here comes Alfred, because Alfred says, oh, if you're holding dogs, I want you to hold me too. Because they want TRATs. Yeah. See, he's getting there. You're starting to tolerate being held. Gee, oh. Yes, you contribute a lot of things, Doug. Gushy hi. Okay. Alfred's turn. Yes, I know. Alfred loves being in front of the camera. Thank you. I know I got kisses. He says, oh, this is great. She's talking to herself, and now she's picking me up. This means I'm going to get a treat. Thank you. I know I love you too. Okay. All right. Yes, no, Doug, you're amazing. You contribute a lot of things. I know. Now Marley's getting all excited. He says, oh, she picked us up. She picked us up. Oh, yay. Here you go. There's Marley and Alfred. Good job, guys. No, you contribute a lot, Doug. I like to tease you. you're gonna contribute a lot more at New York Comic Con. So Doug is my is one of my minions that I like to bring to conventions. I met him at a convention in Illinois, a sci-fi fantasy convention. And he is going to come minion for me at New York Comic Con. Oh. Dang it, I keep dropping the bobbins and I'm trying to unwind them. What time is it? Oh, I got plenty of time. I will... I'm just looking. I'm thinking... We'll finish quilting this. I've almost got this one quilted. And then I'm going to start binding. I'm thinking today... I'm just going to put some binding on a bunch of them. And then, yes, you are the gateway driver and setter-upper and taker-downer. And then tomorrow, I will do steps 2 and 3. So today I'll just do step 1 for the binding for everything. Oh, no, don't fall over. Oh. Oh, get away. I see. I was thinking you're the get stuff there driver. Now, something I don't think I explained yesterday for the t-shirt quilts that I'm doing, and I do it automatically, and I just realized that I do it automatically, is I stretch the area. So I actually are taking my hands, and I stretch out the area that I'm working in, so there's less chance of getting puckers. Because remember, that's why you use stabilizer whenever you're making t-shirt quilts. Because if you use a stabilizer, it actually... An enforcer. Yeah, you can be my enforcer. I like having you as an enforcer. Stabilizer gets rid of all that stuff. Marley! Hey, Marley! Let him be. He wants to take a nap. He doesn't want to play. Marley! Marley! Marley just wants to play all the time. Alfred wants to hide and cuddle all the time. Guys! Children! Hey! We brought Alfred to a ball last night, and someone made a comment of, "It's like you have another child." Yes. It really is. Oh, my nose is itchy all of a sudden. Ugh. See, and this is a smaller quilt than the Ghostbusters quilt. But as you can see, it's taken almost 3 times as long so far to quilt it. So if you make a t-shirt quilt and you decide not to use stabilizer, be prepared to spend a long time on it. Because I still quilt faster than a lot of people I know. So tomorrow's stream, I'm just going to pick up where I leave off today and continue on binding. And if I finish binding, then I'll start on the horror quilt. There we go. Alright. That one is done. Now I'm just going to set this aside over here. I'm not going to worry about taking the pins out or trimming it right now. So, let's start with the Ghostbusters quilt. Now, what color binding do we want? Let's look at my red. Nope, the red doesn't look the same. It's not the same shade. And that is my brightest. So, that means we're going to go black probably. Yeah, let's go black. Okay, let's go black. So, first, I need to warm up my iron. Let me scooch all this stuff over. Oh, jelly beans. Yeah. I'm gonna have a jelly bean today. Now, for binding. No, she doesn't want any green. She asked for black thread, no green. It's for a commission. So I'm going to do what she likes. So, and plus the green I have is a super dark hunter green. It's not like a good green. My binding is by the roll. It is from Moda. It's Moda Bias. It is nice bias binding. I love it. Where are my scissors? Did I put them over here, or did I dropped them someplace, didn't I? Looking for my little scissors. Nope, I dropped them someplace. Okay, let's use the big scissors. So, yeah, no, they don't have a neon green in the binding. So I'm going to trim it straight across. So I've got that trimmed. The next thing I'm going to do when the iron warms up, which I think it finally is, I'm going to fold this in and I'm going to iron this. And then fold this over and iron it again. So then that way I don't have any open seams in my binding. So let's fold that over. I used to make all my binding until May. The moment that I found out that I could buy binding by the roll, I went, are you kidding me? I am never making binding again. And that's what this is. This is my rack of binding. So any store that carries Moda fabrics, so quilting stores, sewing stores, they can get this for you. And you may, depending upon the store, you may be able to buy it by the yard. Or, where's my little holder thing? Or you can just buy the whole roll, which is what I do. I buy it by the roll. Where is my little holder thing? You like how I describe things really well? My holder thing? I totally did not plan ahead. Oh, there it is. So, this is how I improvise. This is a spool holder where I can put a spool of thread in and it basically comes up through here, in through here, and then out to the machine so I can use big spools of thread with this machine. Yeah, it's my binder holder. Move this back. Look. Isn't that cool? Spolder? It's my spolder. My spool holder. Okay. Step 1 of putting binding on. You probably want to go through and make sure and do your entire binding all the way around and trim it exactly the same size because you want to make sure there are no seams that end up on corners. That stuff doesn't bother me, but especially if you are not used to binding, you do not want these seams. So even in the roll, so right here is a seam. You can actually see it here better. See where it's been sewn together? So that's a seam right there. You do not want this at a corner. I can work with it. I can get over it. It doesn't bother me, so I don't check all that. But if, especially, like I said, your first couple of times, you do not want that to happen. It is a pain. I always have mine at the bottom, in the middle. Oh, and it would help if I changed all this the way I was supposed to. So, let's take off my foot. There must be a dog walking by. Why is my husband home already? Why are you home? Mike? Yeah? Why are you home? Yes, I am. Oh, okay. Now I want to add this on with a 1/4 inch seam. So I am going. He normally doesn't get home this early. He let's see. Where's my J? Where's my J foot? Where's my 1/4 inch foot? probably just wanted to see my smiling face.
I'm on my way to physio.
Oh, okay. So, about a week and a half ago, he pulled his calf muscle, and he's been having some issues with it. So he just has to go to physio. That makes sense. I lost my 1/4 inch piecing foot. I've got another one, but I'd rather not use the other one. I want to use my one that I had out. Oh well. Alright, I'll grab another one out of my box of feet. That's the nice thing. I carry like 10 different feet. Okay, so I am using a 1/4 inch piecing foot with a guide. So that's what this right here is on the right hand side. This is a guide. As you can see, that you can, it tells you the exact perfect 1/4 inch. So if my fabric touches this guide, it means I have a perfect 1/4 inch. I love it. Let's put our feed dogs up again. First stitch. And I'm doing black. So I want to switch this out for black. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you the method of the tucking method. First thing that I do is I sew down this part. So I actually lift up my binding and I sew down the bottom for a couple stitches. Then I start sewing where I stopped. So I stopped sewing right here, so that it's probably about this much fabric. And then sew down. Alright, and then we're going to cut it. Let's free some more binding. Because right here, I'm going to take my binding. Oh, I wish I had better light for this. Oh, there you go. You can see that easier. Just don't look at the horrid light. This is my daylight that doesn't cooperate with cameras. But you can see things nice. Okay, so I just basically want to do it just for this step, just so you can see it quite nice and easy. So this is my binding, okay? I've sewn until about 1/2 inch from the end. So what I want to do is pick up my binding. Okay, it's going this way now. I want to flip it over to my right hand side so that this right here is at a 45-degree angle from the tip of the binding to the corner. So the length of my binding right here is now sitting at a 45-degree angle. I'm then going to take this piece and flip it back the way that I want it to go. So I'm flipping it back this way, and then that is the way that I am sewing. So I'm then going to turn this. And I'm going to start sewing about 1/2 inch from the end. And my thread broke. Alright, I can turn that off again. I told you, my machine does not like black thread. I don't know what is different about black thread than other threads that my machine just does not like. I just gotta go slower. There we go. Okay, and then you keep sewing. So, what happens at that corner, you now have a piece that can flip kind of back and forth. You can kind of like play with it a little bit. There we go. sew all the way down. Now, when you get to the next corner, you're doing the same exact thing. So you're going to stop about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the end. Fold the binding away from you. Well, not away from where you want to go. So to the right-hand side. Make sure you've got a nice 45-degree angle. And then fold it back towards the way that you want to then start sewing. Oh, you gotta go make the donuts. See you later, Doug. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry you didn't win. Okay, so I moved it away from where I'm going and then towards where I'm going. And I'm making sure that I hold this down with my finger as I turn and I move my quilt in a position that I can sew it. And I'm starting it 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the end. Now, I don't think I pointed this out. The wrong side of the binding, so this open-edged side, so the side that if you actually open it up and you can see the wrong side of it, this is the side that's getting lined up with the raw edge of your quilt. Come on. No, don't knock my jelly beans off. I want more jelly beans. Oh, that was a red hot jelly bean. Now, if you were making your own binding, please, please, please make sure that you get all dirt, hair, and dust off of your binding before you sew it on. That is one of the nice things about the binding on the roll. Don't have to worry about it. I actually went through and cleaned around all the edges of the binding before I started streaming today. Just in case I decided if I wanted to use that binding. Oops, I just dropped that. I just dropped my mouse on the ground. That just means I gotta go get it before I stop streaming, or else I can't stop the stream. Oops. Oh, there we go. It didn't want to cut. Oh, hey, I forgot to change the bobbin thread. You know what? That's perfectly fine because you're not going to see any of this thread. I actually didn't even have to change the top. Because this thread is all going to get hidden whenever you finish the binding. And I will show you those 2 steps tomorrow. I've reached the end, so I'm going to trim the thread around where I'm going. I'm then going to trim the rest of the binding. So right here is where I stopped. Whoops, sorry, I was covering the camera. Right here is where I stopped sewing, this area right here. So I'm going to take it. Sorry, I'm just trying to move my arm in a way that you can see what I'm doing. Let me shift that over there. There we go. So I'm going to take it and trim it like this. So I'm trimming it at an angle towards the open seam. So there is a nice 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to take this piece right here. I'm going to open up my bottom. I'm going to take this. I'm going to tuck it in. That's why this is called the tuck method. I'm going to tuck that in there. And then I'm going to finish sewing it. There you go. And now my binding is in there. And that's step number 1. So the binding is on this one. I just have to do step 2 and 3. Let's do, I don't know how much binding is left on this roll. Maybe there's enough. You know what, I'm going to pull the binding off and check to see if it's, whoa, okay. Well, maybe it's not enough for a Pac-Man. Nope, it's not. I think it's enough for the Triforce though. And this is what I was talking about checking the size. So, let's see if I have enough binding to do this. 2. Yes. I have just enough binding. So, first step I want to do is I want to square this up a little bit. And I'm going to iron this so I don't have an open seam. So, I have my binding right here. I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold this over. And then iron it, close it, and iron it again. I'll see you later, Two Wolf. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll have another giveaway soon. And hopefully you can win that one. Because when I reach 200 followers, I'm going to do another giveaway. Today was the giveaway stream. I was super excited. Alright, so let me show you what I did with this binding. I folded it over, I sewed it, I folded it that way, and I sewed it. So that's the start of my binding. So we have our mini quilt. It's a nice, easy one. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did for the last one, for the Ghostbusters. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it right in the middle. And I'm going to sew down, so I'm doing a basting stitch right here, just to kind of sew down that bottom. I think a ghost just knocked all my stuff over. Oh. Okay, and I'm only going to sew it down about that much. So we've got that much I've sewn down. And now we're going to start it where I stopped, right there. Aw, I love you guys. I love Imperial Girl people. Thank you. Hi, guys. Thank you for rating me. Thanks for picking me today. So, for those of you that are watching before, if you don't know what's going on, Imperial Girl must have just finished her stream. And I totally love her. She is the head of our stream team for our sewing team. Love her so much. And at the end of her stream every day, she lets everyone in chat pick where you guys are going to go. I love you, Imperial. And they picked me, so thank you. I did my giveaway stream. I did my giveaway today for over 100 followers, and Google's, as you see at the top, Google's won, so she or he gets a pattern of their choice, and I quilted the Ghostbusters quilt, the Triforce quilt, the T-shirt, and now I'm on to binding. So I'm showing you how to do binding on stuff. All right, so we've got. I love you guys so much. Those are so cool. I love the little R2-D2s. And little cookie Chewbacca's. See, I totally need to go. I have. Today was a busy stream. I was surprised I got as far as I did with the giveaways. I've been talking too much. So, hey, thanks for all the follows. Okay, so, not only is Imperial Girl hosting me, which I love you. Thank you. But I've got No Skills and Coco Colleen's. Thank you so much for the follows. I appreciate you guys. So when I reach the 200 follower mark, we're going to do another giveaway. So if you haven't seen my patterns, I just had to say who I am for all the new people that are popping in over from Imperial Girl. I'm a video game comic book quilter. This is what I do for a living. I go to comic book and video game conventions, and I make original sprite comic book and video game quilts. I also have my own pattern line of quilt patterns. I've got 7 now. We just released, and Crafty Mama and, Smiling Atu? Smiling at you. I got it. Thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, see? And you still have to tell me. I'm giving you another one. You still have to tell me which one you want, and I'll send it to you. I was serious. So, I have my own line of quilt patterns. We just released the God of Mischief this week. So, I did a, yeah, I know, your raiders are amazing. I love you guys. I love you. Yay! Smiling at you gave me 100 bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yeah, the stuff on the left-hand side. That is, because today is Quilting Binding Day, I just have a random, of all of the quilts that I have done in the past year or so. There's not all of them, but there's like a good sampling of them. If you want to see all of my quilts, they're on my website at quiltoni.com. So my line of patterns are meant for cosplayers. And people that know how to use a sewing machine, but you never quilted before, or maybe you've quilted and you want to learn precision piecing of exactly how to get this in there right. So that's what my line of patterns is aimed at. And in fact, this one that I started working on here for binding is gonna, there's God of Mischief right there. He is the one I just released this week. This is the one that's going to be released in October. So this is our next pattern in our series. So, yay. Yeah, so that's what I do. I am a professional video game comic book quilter. And the point of my stream... Oh, and... Okay. Alright, now I gotta start Devil-Eek? Devil-Eek. I like... Yeah. And Level Up Lady and Suze. Thank you very much for the follows. I love you guys. Okay. At this rate, I'm going to have to do another giveaway stream next week. I just did one today. When I get 200, I'm going to do another giveaway. So, Alfred wants... So, whenever I talk to myself, he knows that I'm streaming, and he likes to come say hi. I know, thank you. This is Alfred. I know, I love you, baby. I know, you're a good boy. I know. So, the giveaway today, it was Google's was the one that won, and they got to pick any pattern that they wanted from my pattern line of their choice. So, and I'm sending that to him. Say hi. See, I know I'm cute. See, I know. He's very full of himself. You are, aren't you? Yeah. And the next giveaway, I haven't quite decided what I'm doing yet. So I was talking with everyone earlier that was on for the giveaway about what we're going to do at 200. So now you guys have all rated me. I can get your opinions. Would you like a quilt? Would you like one of my quilt patterns? So would you like a quilt pattern of your choice? Would you like a kit? So quilt kit includes the pattern, all the fabric you need to make the top, and I do the first step. I pre-cut it into 3.5 and 2-inch strips for you. Or my studio, I have so much fabric here. So let me show you some examples. I've got this amazing fat quarter stack of Wyndham fabrics. It is Catterday by Felice Regina, which is amazing. So these fabrics, I am in love with these fabrics because when I met her, I'm like, oh my God, I think you're my soulmate because she was just freaking amazing. But I have one open because I was actually showing off some fabrics on one of my streams the other day. So all of her fabrics, whoops, are inspired by cats. Ignore the camera. Inspired by cats. So you've got scratches. So kitty cat scratches. Oh, that we can't really see that one too well. Let's try another kitty cat scratches. That's lighter. That is that. Oh, there's not a lot of kitty cat scratches. So you've got, oh, there we go. There's the yellow one. Kitty cat scratches. You've got, oh, hey, Angel J, how are you? You've got, of course, kitty cats. You've got, this is really funny. This one is called Litter Glitter. And here's the best part. Ready, chat? And if you already followed me, you can't cheat and tell new people what this is. What is this fabric inspired by? Does anyone know why an IP would get banned but not... Ooh. That's weird. I have no clue. I've never heard of that. So what is this? Anyone know what this is inspired by? It is a cat butt. And Liliana Catriana, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a cat butt. Isn't that amazing? That's why I love this fabric. Thank you. So, I've got that fabric. I've got holiday fabric. I've got rainbow fabric for rainbow quilts. I've got all sorts of amazing things. I also have cool little gizmos and gadgets. So this is the cutting gizmo. I've got all sorts of really cool things. I've got this stuff. So this is the Perfect Press Seam Hot Hemmer. I've got like a bunch of these. I can give these away if you want me to. So basically you fold, measure, and press your hems all in one step. I know, right? And I've got iron cleaners. I've got all sorts of things. Oh, maybe you're an evil robot. See, that's weird. So the banning the IP stops new account making to reach, roll, or harass in 5 minutes. So I guess it's not anything to do with... You know what? Have you talked to your internet provider and see if they understand what's going on? Because it may... That's weird. I actually haven't heard of that. That's so weird. So anyway, so I've got tons of things I can give away. So if there's anything that you guys want me to give away, let me know. And I think that's what I'll do for my 200. Because a lot of you that just rated me, you are one of the reasons I'm going to get to 200, which is going to be the next level for a giveaway. So, yeah, that's a good idea. Run a malware check and check with your internet service provider and see what they say. So, because that may be one of the issues. I also eat jelly beans. So, yeah, so for those of you that pop in, the point of my stream is I want to encourage sewing. I want to encourage quilting especially. So I do lots of shows. I stream from shows. I'll stream convention stuff. So if you have a quilting or sewing question, even if I'm not working on it, feel free to ask me. I love answering questions and chatting and doing stuff like that. Because talking makes it go by so much faster and it makes me work faster. So I absolutely love it. So, okay, this is how you bind a quilt. Like I said, you start the binding, it kind of in the center. You have to fold it over, do all that. I sew down just the underneath of my binding. So now I'm sewing it. And this right here, the foot that I am using, is a horror quilt. Cut to sit. I can show you tricks for rotary cutting and for cutting for everything else. It's super easy. I've got pop onto my stream when you see me actually making the horror quilt. It is this right here. This is the next quilt that I'm making. It's for a commission. I'll be starting it either tomorrow or over the weekend. So whenever you pop in, Liliana, if you see me at all cutting, pop in and ask questions. I can teach you how to use the rotary cutter and how to use a fantastic cutter to do that. Oh, wow. See, I love having all you guys in here. That you can give all this advice. That's fantastic. Hi, Britmark. How are you? Okay, so, anyways, 1/4 inch piecing. The 1/4 inch piecing foot. I've got a little thing right here so I can sew a perfect 1/4 inch seam. Don't have to look at numbers. I don't have to look at anything. All I gotta do is make sure my fabric is touching that piece of metal right there, and I'm sewing a 1/4 inch seam. So for binding, I'm gonna stop about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the end. Let's cut it. I'm gonna take my binding. I'm gonna move away from where it's gonna go next. There we go. I'm moving away from where it's gonna go. And then I'm gonna put my finger right there. I'm going to finger press that to a 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it towards the direction I'm going to go. So you should have this little flap thing right there that can go back and forth. But make sure it's still folded in that same direction. So don't move it yet. Turn the quilt. And then you want to start sewing about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the end. And then sew down. So make sure that for your binding that you have that open raw edge lined up with the raw edge of your quilt. Yeah, it may be the provider. So you're not spoofing your location or anything, are you? Because I know in our house we have 2 routers. One, I live in Canada, a Canadian one and a US one. So sometimes when I'm on the US network, stuff doesn't work because they don't like the fact that I'm spoofing it. Kitten-proofing your house! Yay, that is awesome. That is fantastic. Do you have pictures of said kittens? Because, I always, you see the cat cam. I always try to do a cat or dog cam. The dogs don't quite like to cooperate, though. Now, after this quilt, now I'm only doing step 1 of binding today, so I'm only actually sewing the binding on. Tomorrow's stream, I'm going to do step 2 and 3. And my stream tomorrow is going to be the same time. Oh, Although I probably will run a little bit late tomorrow. You've been fine for months, and all of a sudden last night got IP banned. Yeah, see, that's really weird. Alright, so here's how you end this off. Let me finish this last one. So, you've gotten your binding sewn on. It's all the way around. Oh, 3-month-old kid. Yeah, feel free. I don't have any ban on links and stuff. Obviously, if people abuse it, I won't let them. But yeah, no, feel free to share kitten pictures. We like kitten pictures. Oh, you know what I should do? I should finish off my kitten pillows. Now that I've shown how to do the step 1 for binding, I really don't have to do the rest of these. You know, I should go get my... Yeah, let me do that. Let me text Jordan and ask her to bring me the box of pillowcases and zippers upstairs, and I will finish off the kitten pillows. Alright, so, where is my kid? So, can you bring me box of pillowcases and zippers? It's in front of board games. Oh, and for those of you that joined me in the raid today, I am going to be at Gen Con next week. I am teaching some paper piecing classes. If you, as the pictures pop by, if you see the Catan paper piecing class, that is one of the kits that I sell, and I'm actually teaching that class at Gen Con. I only have a few slots available. Alright, so how you finish this off, I sewed up until about 2 inches from where my opening is. I then, right before, so here's where I started sewing, I took it and I sewed it at a 45-degree angle, angled up this way. So then I'm going to take this, sew it up close, I'm going to open this part up, and I'm going to tuck that part in, and there we go. And then you sew it. And you've got the first step done for your binding. So let me show you on here. Ignore the backlight there. There we go. Okay, so with the binding, this right here is the tuck. So you can see how it's all one piece now. And then tomorrow, I'll do steps 2 and 3. You know what? I'm going to bind the Pac-Man quilts. Because she hasn't brought that down yet. Okay, let me talk about my binding. So, you can make binding, sure. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to do blue. Is that the blue? Nope, it's too dark. I need a bright blue. Dang it. Alright, I'll use black. So, you can make your own binding, which I used to do, or you can buy binding already made. This is a roll of binding. It is bias tape, single fold bias tape. So if you are a sewer, oh, that's fine. So if you are a sewer and you use binding for a bias for any reason, and you like the single fold, you can use this too. It's 100% cotton. It is by Moda. You don't just have to use this for quilting. And it's binding that has already been made. So it's binding that has already there. Now, what is bias? Basic fabric stuff. If you take fabric, fantastic. Thanks, hon. You took a shower?
Yeah. I said I was going.
All right, can you put it right there? Awesome. Thank you. You gonna say hi?
No. Bye.
If you think of fabric, so if you think of any regular fabric, let me grab one of the kitten fabrics. If you stretch it, okay? So if you think of fabric, and you stretch it. You stretch it this way. You can see there's a bit of a stretch. You stretch it this way, there's no stretch. You stretch it diagonally, and there's a lot of stretch. So there's a ton of stretch diagonally. Not so much that way, and some that way. But the diagonal, as you can see, there's a ton of stretch in that. That is the bias. So if you're talking about bias tape, that is fabric that has been cut at the diagonal to give it that stretch. This fabric has already been cut at the diagonal. So it is true, it is bias. So it's quilter's bias binding is what they say, but you can use it for sewing and for other things as well. So I no longer make my own binding. I use this. It is fantastic. I love it. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how I put zippers in my in my pillows. So let's move all of this aside so you can see what's going on. Yeah, you like my big mess at my back table. Okay. The amazing Twill Distilled, who is a nerdcore rapper, is doing my emojis. So if you subscribe to me, she's still working on those emojis. So she is, she's getting there. She's doing that. She's done a bunch of other things for me too. So in return, she doesn't want me to pay her because she loves me, but I love her. So I'm making her stuff instead. So I made her, she has a cat named Grim. I'm making her cat pillows. There's that one. And then there's that one. And as you can see, I used the cat scratch pink from Felice's. I was trying to remember how to post a pic. Oh, you just have to pick the, it depends where it is. So you have to host it. So either Photobucket, Dropbox, Google Docs. You have to host it someplace and then post the link to where you hosted it. All right, so let's figure out, you know what? I'm going to do black backing. So let's get my black. Oh, you know what? I got black in the small. Let me grab that stuff first. So these pillows are 15 inches. Yeah, they ended up being like 14 and a half. Okay, for 14 and a half. That way. No, 15. Yeah, I'll do 15. It's fine. So I'm going to cut 15 inches from here. Alright, you know what? You guys are getting moved. You guys are going over here, because I am not quilting you anytime soon. You guys are getting moved over there. There we are. All right, now I have space to work. All right, so if you watched my cat stream the other day about how I put these cat pillows together, and I said that I didn't have any zippers on me, I got zippers now. So I can show you the following step. And rotary cutter, there it is. So this is basic rotary cutting. This is not the strip rotary cutting that I was talking about that's super easy that you can do. Basic rotary cutting. What you want to do is make sure your fabric is lined up. Use the lines that are on your cutting mat. So in this case, it's lined up on the left. And then it's lined up along the top. So this is my fold right here, and my fold is lined up here. So I actually want to trim the end to make sure that it's nice and square. So you always trim your end. So you're taking your straight edge and laying it there, putting your fingers here. Do not put your fingers like this. If you take your fingers and put it over top of it, you're going to cut your finger off. I had a friend that did that. It's not very nice. Don't do that. Keep your fingers on top of your straight edge. and then just cut it up. In this case, I'm cutting 15 inches. So I'm going to 15, and I'm cutting up. And that is scrap. I do lots of folding when I do my cuts. Okay, and now in this case, same thing. I folded it. I'm making sure the fold is lined up at the top. And I'm cutting at the 1 inch. And I went 15 inches squared. So I'm going to come over here to the 16, because I cut at the 1. And this is scrap. And now I have 2 backings for my cat pillows. Yes. I do want to see. I like kitty pictures. Oh, here comes Alfred again. Oh, you have it set to private, not to public. I can't see it. So if you set the picture, if you set that post or the picture to public, then people can see it. Okay, so this is how I'm putting zippers into the bottom of my pillows so that I can stuff a pillow into it. First, I need zippers. Oh, those are blue. Do not want blue zippers. I want black zippers. There we go. Now I got black zippers. These are all my pillowcases for Gen Con. Alright, and I'm going to do it. So we have to figure out, do we want the zipper going from the left to the right or the right to the left? I personally like left to right. So that's the way that we want our zipper. So, oh, that stinks. Well, I'll see you, hopefully, when you can get it all fixed, Angel J. So what I do is I flip it around so it's at the top. So now my block is upside down. My zipper is at the top, and I want it to open right to left. So my opening is on the left, and it's upside down. So I'm putting my zipper down like this. So as you see, the zipper itself is backwards. Well, it's the right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the cat. And then this is a 14-inch zipper, so I have an inch between each of the ends. And then I'm going to pin it. I'm going to take my pins, start from the left, and it's super, super important. If you do it this way, your pins face to the left. So your pins must face the left. And I will show you why when I sew it. Okay, so there is the first pillow. Let's put that guy upside down. And square it. The right side of the zipper is facing the right side of the cat pillow. Okay, set to public. Let's take a look. Oh, and I got a couple others. So Britt Merck and Zernsta. Thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Oh, look at the kitty cat. Oh, it's a cute kitty cat. I like the kitty cats. It's very cute. Fantastic. Whoops. What did I do? Oh, there we go. I couldn't see the chat anymore. Okay. So, again, your pins need to face to the left. So the pin opening is on going that direction. You do need to have a zipper foot in order to do this, and I will show you what that looks like after I finish my pinning. Okay, now we want to put the backing on. So this is the tricky part that sometimes gets people a little confused. This is the right side that you're seeing. This is the wrong side. Right? Wrong. Take the right side, put it face down on your pillow. Flip it over. So now you're looking at the wrong side of your design. You want to take the wrong side and scooch it down just a little bit and take that zipper, flip it up, and then push it up. So now my zipper itself is now flat with the top seam as well. So let's go ahead and then pin it. And it is as simple as that. That is how you pin a zipper onto a pillowcase. So if you ever bought any of my pillowcases, or if you see me, aww. Yes, we can see it, Angel J. She found a cardboard box. Poor thing. So again, right side is facing the right side. We're flipping this over so we can now see the wrong side of our design. We're going to scroll that down a little bit. Take this, flip it, and push. And then pin. So does that mean that your computer works again? There we are. We've got those pinned. All right, so I'm going to change my bobbin thread. I pre-wind all my bobbin thread. It saves time. Let's do this one. To black, because I had gray in there. And I'm going to switch this to a zipper foot. So let me grab my zipper foot. This is a zipper foot. It has a letter I on it, and it looks like that. So what this does is it allows you to sew with zippers and avoid the zipper itself. Now, where is my scrap fabric? Oh, there it is. Now, as I am sewing this, I'm going to sew the side that doesn't have the zipper first. So my zipper's down here. So I picked this up and I kind of shook it a little bit because I want to make sure it's nice and flat and I don't sew any of the extra fabric in there. So zipper foot. My zipper is on the left hand side. So you notice how there are two little things right here that you can pick from for where to put it on your presser foot. We're going to put it on the left one because the way I remember it, the zipper is on the left, so we're going to put it on the left one. I chain everything. I feel it's important to have something constantly in your sewing machine so that it does two things. It's faster and it locks your thread. So if you've ever started a project at the end, so if you start sewing at the end of something and move forward, you may notice that you have a little bit of a gap and it's not quite sewn in there and it can come apart a little bit. This kind of locks it so you don't have to worry about going back and forth and really getting that thread in there. So we're going to sew it right near that zipper. And this is why your pins were facing to the left. Because then yes, you can hear the kids upstairs. As I sew, I'm going to pull my pin and set it aside. Because this is the only case I do not sew over my pins. I normally do. It's a bad habit, I know. Oh, hey, there's my scissors I was looking for earlier. Come on. There we go. All right, now this is the tricky part. This is the hardest part of the entire thing about putting zippers on something. My zipper's right here. My needle is right here. It's going to hit it if I keep going. So what you need to do is lift up your presser foot. Okay, needle should be in the down position so nothing is moving. Open your zipper. So you've got to get it underneath the zipper foot and then open. So your zipper should now be open. Put the presser foot down and finish sewing. When you get to the end, you just got to be careful to make sure you don't move that last end piece. And there you are. And I do chain sewing, so I'm going to put something in there. So I'm going to put in my second pillow. And let's take that one off. Now, whenever I get to doing that horror quilt, that's what I'm known for, is the pixel quilting. So I will get to that tomorrow or over the weekend. I'm thinking I want to do it tomorrow, though. I'm thinking I just want to showcase in the beginning about how to finish off the binding, and then I'll get to it. Okay, now, the other side. We've sewn one side of our zipper on. So the zipper is nice and sewn on here. We still have to sew on the other side that has the pins. So what we want to do, same thing. We're going to leave this open. Put that in there. Start sewing. Let's trim it. You know, I may even have time to show you how to finish off binding if I just do the Triforce. And then I can do the horror quilt tomorrow. And then Liliana, you know, if you pop in at 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow, I'll be cutting fabric for the horror quilt so I can show you how to easily cut rotary cutting that'll help you. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Now, of course, I do upload all of my videos onto YouTube. So if you ever want to see any of my videos again for tips, tricks, questions, I was joking with Google's today that they may want to watch their win for the pattern today over and over. Oh, did she move? Oh yeah, she moved. She sleeps almost all the time. She's deaf, by the way. So Hestia is deaf. So she never hears anything, does anything. The dog likes to come bark at her. And she just looks at the dog like, dude, whatever. But yeah, she's big. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. After I finish doing these pillows, I'm going to finish off binding the Triforce to show you guys how to finish your binding. And then tomorrow will be about the horror quilt. Alright, same thing with the other side. Let's free that one. Hey, so how many away are we from another giveaway? Just out of curiosity. I love you guys. So in 78 more follows, I'm going to do another giveaway. Maybe a quilt kit this time. With all the fabric you need to make the pattern. So the patterns, if you haven't taken a look at the patterns that I have video game ones. I've got Kirby, Mega Man, Black Mage, and Pac-Man. And then I have Wonder Woman, Superman, Loki was released this week, Totoro, and the TARDIS. Alright, so now I want to finish this off. So I'm going to put my scrap in there, cut it, and I'm going to change my foot back to my quarter inch with the guide. Alright, now before I sew the edges, I want to make sure that I open my pillow up. I want to take this, and I'm actually going to do this in the side camera so you can see it easier. So I've opened this up. Here is my seam. That way you can see this easier. Here's my seam, okay? So my zipper is sewn on to my pillow. So this is the wrong side that I'm looking at. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pinch it. So I'm going to pull the fabric to make sure there's no fabric caught in there. And after I pinch it here, I'm going to put a pin in it facing out. So just like that. On the other side, I want to take these two and I want to fold them the same way. So I'm taking this and I'm folding it back, taking that, folding it back, taking these two metal pieces, making sure they line up, pinch it, and put a pin in it facing out. Just like that. And then same thing with the other one. So you're opening the pillowcase, pinching it, making sure there's no fabric caught in there, put a pin in there. Same thing with the other side. Flip them, put that in there, put a pin in it. All right, now let's finish this off, and I'll stick a pillow in there, and you can see how it looks. This is the beginning and the ending is something that I do that you don't necessarily have to do. So I start out by actually sewing a little bit on either side, on the right and the left. And then, so we're chaining, so we want something constantly in here. Oh, actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't want to do that one. There we go. Oops. I pulled the thread out by accident. I'm always rethreading the machine. There we go. Alright, so we want to chain, so I want to start it again. There we go. Okay. I flipped it over the other way because I want to make sure that I can see that pink fabric, because the pink fabric is actually shorter and smaller than the black fabric. So I want to make sure that that pink is lined up, because I'm using that pink as my guide for the 1/4 inch. No, I just have one pillow over there. Okay, and then so you notice how I did each of the sides first. I did this side and then this side, and then now I'll do the bottom. Always, always sew the bottom last. So, stream schedule for the next week while I'm doing this. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a little bit of binding, but then the horror quilt. Saturday and or Sunday, I've got to figure out my schedule for the weekend. I'll stream. Monday, I do not know yet, because I am leaving early Tuesday morning for Gen Con. So it all depends on how much I have to do to get ready for Gen Con. And then right after Gen Con, I've got Dragon Con. I will be at Dragon Con as well. I won't be under Quiltoni at Dragon Con. I'll be with Geek Boy. Not Geek Boy. Oh my gosh, why can't I think of the glass? Oh my gosh, why am I drawing a blank? I'll think of it. Anyways, if you look at my social media, I'll have pictures of where I'm going to be. Geek something glass. Bamboo, that's it. There we are, we've got those. I've got all of my pins out, don't I? And the last corner. All of a sudden, you guys are quiet in chat. All right. They're done. So, let me show you what they look like. Whenever you make a pillowcase and you flip it inside out, always make sure you turn the corners out all the way. Oh, lurk time for lunch. Okay. Fantastic. I like that lurk time for lunch. Let's get that corner out. Come on, corner. What are you doing to me? All the way out. There you go. I'm going to fluff it out. Key cat pillow. Stay. Yay! I don't have another pillow, or else I'd stuff the other one too. But the other one just looks the other way. I like how the camera can't understand the bright hot pink. It's like, oh, it's too pink. Oh no. There we go. There's the other kitty cat. Kitty cat pillows. Yay. Okay. Let's finish binding the Triforce quickly. So, earlier you saw me put the binding on for step number 1. So I'm going to show you step number 2 and 3 for this. First thing you want to do is everything that's going inside this binding from this point forward is in there permanently. Permanently. You can't get it out again. So it's super, super important. You get all dirt, dust, and hair off of anywhere around that binding. Super, super, super important. No dirt, dust, or hair. And especially with my house, I have 3 dogs and a cat. I do not know if the person that's going to get this quilt is going to have any kind of allergies. So, all dirt, dust, and hair must come out of it. Okay? Next, you want to pop a corner out. And I'm going to be using oh, come here. Clips. So these are special binding clips. They're magic clips. They're magic. Magic. Magic, I tell you. I used to use pins until the last time I did a binding stream. I'm like, you know what? I bought these. Let me give them a chance. Let me try them. Yeah, I love them. They're fantastic. So, start with a corner. Pop that corner out. And what you want to do is take your binding and you want to stretch it and fold it. After you fold it, you take your little clip and you clip it in place. Stretch, fold, clip. Oh, the neighbor's dogs must be out. And it is as easy as that. Now, you want to make sure whenever you're stretching, you're not stretching it too far to make sure that this binding is now gone. You want to make sure it's a nice, even stretch. The dogs love barking at the neighbor's dogs. Now, when you get to the corner, here is the semi-tricky part. So, I'm going to move this over and do this in light of this camera so you can see this part. Alright, so with this corner right here, you want to make sure that you do this correctly. You cannot do this with the clip, unfortunately. The way that I do it, you've got to use a pin. So you want to make sure you pop that corner out. You want to fold it so now your 45-degree angle is right there. You then want to fold it back the other way. So now you have a 45-degree angle right in the center. And you put a pin in there. Just like that. And that's how you do corners. So let's finish with this binding. Again, we're pulling, stretching, clipping. Nope, that's a big one. I don't like the big ones. I like the small ones. Pulling, stretching, clipping. The big one, I tried the big clips and I tried the little clips. I found the big clips were a little bit too bulky. The little clips are fantastic. Okay, let's pop that corner out. Pop that corner out. So I'm doing the same thing I just showed you with that camera. With this corner, I am folding it down with a 45-degree angle and then folding it back. And putting a pin in it. And I will show you as I actually sew the binding on why I use a pin there and not a clip. Alright, now this is right here is the base of the quilt. So this is where you saw me tuck in this binding. So I'm going to put a pin right there just because I have found with the clips sometimes it doesn't get a really good hold on it. There we go. Because the clips are going to be removed as I sew. And let's turn this again. So I'm folding this down, pop that out, fold that down, fold it back. Why is this? Oh, okay. Oh, I just got a difficult corner here. There we go. And then pin it. And I'm almost out of clips. I need some more. Oops. There we are. And then last clip. And then let me do the last corner, and then I'll show you how to sew it. And that's probably going to be my stream for the day. Now, tomorrow I may go a little over for my stream tomorrow, but just because I'm going to be working on that horror quilt, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm really excited to get started on the horror quilt, actually. Alright, so I'm going to change my presser foot. I'm actually going to change it to the J foot. There we go. So if you want to see how I cut all my fabric, how I piece all of my pixel quilts, stuff like that, tune in tomorrow. Or again, I upload everything onto YouTube, so you can always watch it on my YouTube channel. And I'm going to say thank you again to the raid. That was my first raid from Imperial Girl. I love you guys. Thank you so much. So with once you have your binding on there, you want to sew it from this side, and you're going to do a stitch in the ditch. That's where you're taking the needle and you're actually running it right through that seam right there, so you actually don't see the thread. And as you're sewing, take the clips out. What did you do? I think one of my dogs scared the cat. Alright, now here's the tricky part, is your corners. So once you get into the corner, pull this needle out, and that's why I put this pin in the way that I did, so that you can easily pull it out. And you need something to grip it, because at this point, if you turn it and start sewing, those feed dogs are going to rub against that fabric, and they're going to try to wear it away a little bit. You don't want that to happen, so you want to actually help it along a little bit. So I use a safety pin. So I pop that safety pin in there, and I turn it. Finishing up. Yeah, finishing up.
Okay, 5 minutes.
So, I'm finishing up. I got the reminder we need to go. So, I'm using the safety pin in order to pull and guide and get it started. And once you get it started, it's fine. You just keep on going. Same thing with this corner. I'm going to get right into that corner. I'm going to pull this pin out, take my safety pin, pop it in that corner, turn it, and get it started. See, and you know this means I probably need to go subscribe to Imperial Girl so I can get all those awesome emojis that you guys have. And let's pop that. Turn that. And that is all she wrote. And it's finished. Finished quilt with binding. And this is going to be my next quilt pattern in October. So I will have this available at Gen Con, so if you want to see it in person, you can see it there. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you, Googles, for the subscription. I appreciate it. And then all of the amazing follows, especially for the Imperial Girl Raid. I love you guys. I am going to be back tomorrow. I just showed you how to finish off the binding, so guess what? I don't have to do a binding stream anymore, so I can get right into that horror quilt. This is, again, the one I'm going to be working on tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing all my design work tonight, and yeah, this is what I'm working on tomorrow. So if you want to see me with my pixel stuff, I'll be streaming starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow until I feel like not streaming anymore. At least until 4, maybe later. I don't know. Until I decide not to stream. Depends on you guys. So yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it.